Ahoy. I thought I was about to have to start the stream over. Something weird's going on my end. Still might have to. I don't know. Good morning, happy Monday. Man, y'all gonna have to bear with me. I can hardly talk. I've had a sore throat for like 3 days now, going on 3 days now. And I probably should go to the doctor. But I probably won't. You know how that goes. Zona man, what's the temperature in Arizona right now? It's like 120 probably, isn't it? You know how when old people, or when people get old and they live in the Northeast or, you know, somewhere in the cold climate, they move down south, snowbirds. I might be the opposite. I might have to move up north, man. You know? Yeah, 114 heat index yesterday. I went out to mow the lawn this morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning before, you know, well, before it got quote unquote hot. It about killed me. Now, I think part of that is I'm just not feeling good right now in general, the past couple of days. So, but anyway, every year that goes on, it gets harder and harder for me to stand. It's not even the heat, it's the humidity is what it is. I'm too fat for the heat in the South. Yeah. I had a buddy that moved down here from, well, of all places, Columbus, Ohio. And after he lived here for about 2 years. And then he moved back for like a short amount of time, like a couple of months, I think it was. Back to Ohio. And he was telling me, like, I guess your blood thins out once you live down in the heat down here. Because, you know, when he first came down, it would be like 40 degrees outside. And everyone around here in 40-degree weather is bundled up. They got a coat on. They got a sweatshirt and a coat, a fucking winter cap. And he would be out there in T-shirt. You know, and so anyway, after living in South Carolina for a couple of years, he went back to Columbus, Ohio, and I guess his blood had thinned out because he couldn't stand if it got below 50 degrees up there. Oh yeah, Nick, what were you doing? You said you had an let me turn this fucking music off. This is terrible today. It's hit or miss with this station, I'll tell you that. God damn, it sounds like I'm having a seizure over here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Nick. Nick mentioned yesterday that he had some sort of job interview at UCF. What's that for? What kind of job? It was MRI music. Yeah, yeah. I don't know who made those. synth. There are all kinds of different types of synth music now these days. I don't know. Back in the day, we just called it fucking techno music. Now they got different names for it and shit. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. There's at least a dozen channels that I know of, which means there's probably a lot more that stream that music 24 hours a day. That's all the channel is streaming that. And I don't know who's sitting around making that music. I mean, the fact that there's enough of that type of music even out there being made to stream it 24 hours a day blows my mind. Oh, sports turf management. Oh, that'd be awesome. That would probably be my ultimate dream job. Would to be like on the grounds crew on like a Major League Baseball field or a football field. I think it's probably more fun in baseball to be on the grounds crew because you get to run out there actually during the game and do shit, you know. But yeah, that would be cool. It's probably AI making the songs? Maybe. Hell, I don't know. What's up, Dick? That AI shit is unbelievable. Look, that video that Squid Tard made, well, I guess he made a few of them, but the one, the last one for the YouTube talent show thing, where we are, I think it was the Backstreet Boys, right? It was Lou, BVD, me, Jackpot. Who am I missing? Well, Squid. Anyway, it's unbelievable how they can just take whatever it is, 30 seconds of somebody speaking in a video or on a podcast or whatever, and just make you say whatever whatever they want. I'm too old for the heat. Yeah, I'm too old for the heat, bro. I'm about to throw in the towel, the proverbial towel. What's up, Seth? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Texas and Oklahoma are officially in the SEC today. I was going to pull up the news and do a news segment. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a news segment. But then when I did pull up the news, it took me not more than 10 seconds to realize that was a terrible fucking idea. Listen, I can't wait till this election's over. I can't wait. And then on top of that, you got something going on with Trump today, right? They're ruling on presidential immunity in the Supreme Court. So that's pretty much all that's in the news cycle right now is Joe Biden not knowing where he is and Trump's court cases. So, yeah. And on top of that, being the degenerate gambler that I am, there's only 3 baseball games today. So that's probably a good thing, actually. It's less chances for me to lose money that I don't have. So here's the 3 baseball games today. The Astros and the Blue Jays, the Mets and the Nationals, and the Brewers and the Rockies. And before anybody asks me, since there's only 3 baseball games today, what am I going to bet on? Don't even bring up soccer. I'm not doing it. I did one soccer bet over the weekend. And I did win it too, actually. But I got shamed by Colby into betting on soccer. So I did, and I won. But I'm not doing it again. If I start betting on soccer, I'm going to need an intervention from you guys. Seriously. Soccer or golf. Who did I bet on? What? You have to be more specific. I probably made 70 bets last week. I'm not even kidding. Oh, in soccer? Who was that? Oh, I just bet, it was Argentina. I bet on the money line. And they almost lost that damn game, too. They were a huge favorite to win the game. I forget who they were even playing. I didn't watch the game. I just kind of like watched the score. But the game was tied. And look, I sound borderline R word retarded, even trying to say anything about soccer. I don't even know the rules of soccer. I really honestly don't. I mean, I don't know when I don't know. I don't know the fucking rules. I don't know how the clock works. I know it's a 90-minute running clock, but then they had, the extra minutes. I don't know where that shit comes from. Look, I don't know shit. All I do know is I bet on Argentina, and they were in extra time, I think. Like, they were like in the last minute of extra time, and they finally scored to win with like a minute left, like I said. Kick the ball into the net, that's all. Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that. I'm the same way with hockey, too, by the way. Now, I think I know more about hockey than soccer, barely. But yeah, there's a couple of rules in hockey that when they make the call, I'm like, huh? What is that? How'd that happen? Mrs. Peete was a soccer player. A good one, too. In high school. NCAA 25 will have glitches. Get the update in August. Is that why y'all broke up? Huh? What are you talking about, Vic? You're not making any sense, buddy. What's up, Nature Boy? When does that damn game come out? Does it come out the first week of... well, shit, it comes out this month, doesn't it? What day does it come out? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. He's talking to Nick. Yeah, what day does that game come out? The 15th or the 6th? Okay, 15th or 19th? Oh, 19th. Okay. Isn't that the week of the hog grilling and chilling fest thing? I think it is. So that gives me 3 weeks to prepare to be able to stream it, because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing as far as streaming video games, because I've never done it. I got to figure that out. But he's saying don't get the game until the first update in August. But hold on now. Can't you still get the game and then just update it in August? Is that what you're saying? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, she was just crazy? Well, sir. Name one that didn't. I'll tell you that. All right, StreamYard's open. I'm struggling here today to talk. Oh, you're talking about Matt? Never mind. Yeah, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting. Who's on the cover? Is it? It's Christian McCaffrey, isn't it? I think it is. I can't tell you the last time I played Madden. Like when it first came out, that's like the last time I played it. What's up, Scott?
I'm good, Pete. I'm still recovering from Friday night, to be honest. But
yeah, I bet.
Oh, man, those martinis were strong.
So now that you've been there and experienced what I was telling you, you can let all the people know that I was not telling not nan bit of a lie when I said that.
No, big martinis, big ass martinis, really well done too, well crafted martinis.
Yeah,
really tasty. But no, one should have been enough. And I kind of went with you, followed you.
I know that's on me. That's my fault.
No, that was my fault. I told you when I sat down, I said, I'm only having one of these.
Well, the problem was, so I got there.
It was just too good, man.
I got there about 20 minutes before Scott because I know the way that place works, and the bar fills up, like, especially around happy hour on Friday afternoon. I mean, it's hard to get a seat in there. So I wanted to go in there and get a seat for me and save him a seat because I knew it was going to be a problem. So I got there about 20 minutes before he did. And so, I'm of course, if I'm sitting there, I'm going to be drinking something. So I ordered a martini. So by the time you got there, I had already finished about half of, the first one.
Yeah, you were halfway down the first one when I got there.
So that brought up the problem of when I ran out of my, when I finished my martini, we'd only been there for 15 minutes. So, I had to get another one.
But I think you got an empty leg somewhere there, Pete, because it didn't seem to affect you. But, man, it sure affected me really, really, really fast.
Yeah.
It tells me I can't drink like I used to anymore. There's no way in hell. And that's a good thing, that I shouldn't be drinking like that anymore. So it is what it is.
Well, the other thing, too, was, and I was telling Mrs. Pete this, we didn't eat anything.
No, we didn't.
We just drank.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake.
Yeah,
and I bought calamari for Holly, for the wife, and I got the calamari spilled all over the car, and then I get it in the house, and I fall down while I'm in the kitchen, and the calamari goes all over the floor.
Oh no!
I'm sitting there eating calamari off the top.
I was worried. I was worried about you.
Yeah, man. I won't do that again. Won't promise you. I mean, we'll go out and have a beer. I'll have a beer with you, but I can't do the strong martinis anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to still go to Hall's because I like that place. I really did. But yeah, no martini for me.
Yeah.
I have to be careful. Anyway, so you sound like you don't feel so well.
No, I feel terrible. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah. Oh. Maybe you need that light wave stem cell therapy.
I need something. You know what I'm probably about to do? I think it's been over a year since I quit. It's been almost exactly a year since I quit smoking cigarettes.
Good for you.
And then then I got on the vape thing.
Yeah.
I think it's time for me to try to kick that too. I think it is.
Are you doing nicotine vape?
Yeah, it's a nicotine vape.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the sooner you quit smoking of anything, the better off you will be. I promise you. I don't want to sound like the anti-smoke Nazi, but I'm a guy that smoked for 35 years, and got to tell you, best decision I ever made was to stop smoking.
Yeah. I love nicotine though. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, I did too. They got those things. I think they're called Zen patches. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like a little nicotine patch that you put in your mouth, but it's not tobacco. So it doesn't like stain your teeth and all the other shit that chewing tobacco does. I don't know. I should probably try that. I don't know. Anybody ever tried those? Yeah. I went on Chantix. That's how I quit smoking.
Yeah, somebody brought that up to me, but then if you like Google Chantix, all that comes up is people that took it that killed themselves. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely don't need that.
They see now. I took it in 2007, and it was fairly brand new, and it had a percentage rate of 40 some odd percent stop smoking on Chantix. And boy, yeah, it will make you. I mean, I gave the rest because you're supposed to have a 6-week program of it. I got off cigarettes in 4 weeks, so I gave the rest of it to a friend of mine. He said he could have stormed Normandy. He could have been the first on the damn beach in Normandy.
Damn.
He said because it just made him so crazy. It made me a little crazy too.
Yeah, that's what scares me. I don't need those problems.
No.
Yeah. If the cigarettes won't kill you, the Chantix will.
Yeah.
Like all that.
Really, really crazy dreams, a little diarrhea, all of that came along with it.
Yeah.
But it did break me from the feeling I got to have a cigarette, that addiction of a cigarette. Because it's supposed to take the brain sensors in your head to stop that, feeling of wanting a cigarette.
Yeah, I'd like to believe it. I think it's probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do is quit.
Yeah.
And look, I've smoked cigarettes in the past year. I haven't bought any. I mean, if I'm hanging out with a group of people and somebody's lighting a cigarette and we're smoking, I'll bum one or something. So I haven't been completely smoke free, but
Right.
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
You're
hard.
not smoking a pack a day or anything like that.
Pete was smoking like a broke stove at Panama City.
No, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I did probably smoke too many cigarettes when we were down there for a couple of days. But then when I came home, I don't have cigarettes at home, so at all. Oh.
Well, once you get away from cigarettes, you understand that how bad they smell, how bad they'll smell your clothes up, your furniture, everything in your house, in your car, etc.
That's the problem with vaping, is that you can do it fucking anywhere. I mean, I was doing vaping on the damn plane on the way to Vegas, and you're not supposed to, but I did anyway. But movie theaters, restaurants, inside my own house, anywhere you can think of, grocery store, walking around shopping, and you fucking pull that thing out and start sucking on that thing, fucking walking down the aisles. I mean, at least with cigarettes, I had to be outside, so it kind of limited my opportunity to smoke. Yeah. So.
Well, I decided to quit smoking because I went to work with a company and I was the only one that smoked. And I felt bad that I'm the only one that's getting up every hour and going downstairs and smoking outside. And I just decided then and there, I said, man, I got to quit smoking if I want to keep working with this company. Because I thought they're going to think I'm a lazy human being, that I'm always taking a smoke break. So about a few weeks later, I got on the Chantix, and I started Chantix in March. By mid-April 2007, I stopped smoking cigarettes.
Jackpot says, I need to quit smoking the devil's lettuce. It's bad for my lungs. Well, it is 2024, Jackpot. There's other ways to consume the devil's lettuce other than smoking it now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can eat it
any way you want as far as the devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
Gummies, brownies, candy, everything.
Yeah.
I haven't been to one of those dispensaries, in the legal states for that, but friends do go to them, and they said they have everything.
Well, I mean, even I think in every state still, they still have all the whatever, Delta 8 and Delta 9, all that shit.
Delta 8 will get you high.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Sometimes too high.
Yeah.
Because I've tried it for sleeping, and one guy said, "Oh, this is powerful stuff. This will get you sleeping." No, it got me all, excuse my language, got me all fucked up. That's what it got me, where I was literally I was hanging onto the walls to stop the dizziness.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. Somebody offered me one of those the first time I ever took one, and they took it out of the pack and handed it to me. I gobbled it right down. And then they go, hold on, no, we weren't supposed to eat the whole thing. And I go, what? I'm like, it's too late now, buddy.
I think you will smoke the herb. You should just smoke the herb. That's what I think. I think that is going to be better for you in every capacity, health-wise, mentally, all of it. And just get some good herb.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, it's not better for you health-wise. That's actually worse for your lungs than cigarettes.
What?
Pot?
Weed.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know if there's studies about it or not. They're slim. But I would say instead of, I think all the compounds of chemicals they're putting in any of this stuff like Delta 8 and all that, what are they putting in it? You don't know. So is that healthy for you?
Yeah, who knows?
Probably not.
No, it's probably not.
Listen, there's no debate that inhaling dried plant matter smoke is not good no matter what kind of plant it is.
Certainly.
It's not good for your lungs.
And marijuana is probably not good either. But if I'm going to have a marijuana, not habit, I guess, or hobby, I'll call it habit, I would much rather go with the real stuff. I quit that too. I've quit all that shit. Because I used to smoke.
I pretty much quit doing that. I when I was younger, I smoked a lot.
Me too.
But
I did too.
I don't know. It became less and less appealing to me as I got older.
Same here.
You know.
It did, and it's expensive in the sense of, well, it can be and can't be. You know, it's like, marijuana's like stock prices. The price can go way up and go way down.
I do have a funny story about gummies, though. That was, what's that movie? Oh, what's the movie with the blue alien people? Avatar. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the second Avatar came out. This might have been like last summer. It's been within the last year or two. And the kids wanted to go see it. Mrs. Peete wanted to go see it. So we were like, all right, we're going to, as a family, go see this movie. Well, I'm like, I look at this like a 4-hour movie. Okay. So I'm like, I'm sitting there for. I had no interest in even watching the movie. I was like, let's spice this movie up a little bit. I'm gonna take some gummies. Well, so I doubled up on I instead of taking one, I took two, and boy, was that a bad idea. It's a good thing that movie was 4 hours long, because I was on another planet, sitting in that movie theater.
The gummies, you can't test the strength of them. You don't know what you're going to when you're taking it, how it's going to affect you in your own system. I mean, some people they probably won't have the same side effect as I would have.
I don't know. She looked at me and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Well, she goes, "Did you eat a gummy or something?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "Well, actually, I ate two." She goes, "What?"
Well, see, I get the woman these sour apple gummies.
Yeah.
And one Saturday, I said, well, let me try one of those, because she, handles them very well. Doesn't bother her a bit. And that thing got me, again, hanging onto the walls, all that kind of stuff, just throwing up, because it just made me so dizzy. And I said, no more, none of that for me.
Yeah.
The first 20 minutes, it was great, because you're real high. You're going, oh man, this is great. But then it just got worse.
No. I mean, in my opinion, the fact that weed's illegal at all is stupid, but that's just me.
Me too. I mean, after how many states now are legal? Somewhere in the range of 20, maybe more.
Yeah, something like that.
Good question to ask.
Yeah, well, we won't see it in South Carolina in my lifetime. I don't really care, because, like I said, I don't even really smoke, but whatever. I think
as of April 24, recreational marijuana is legal in 24 states.
Yeah, so almost half the country. Slim, is it legal in Tennessee?
Half of them.
Slim lives in Tennessee, not.
No, I don't think.
It's not. No, I'm surprised about that.
I don't even think Tennessee has medical.
Not in Georgia, and not in South Carolina.
Fuck? I got this.
Yeah, I don't think they have medical even in South Carolina either. They've talked about it, but they haven't done it.
They can't hear me because for some reason I got kicked out of StreamYard. Let me see here. Try to get back into it. I told you my computer was acting weird this morning when I started the show. I was getting some weird messages I've never seen before. Here we go.
Look,
all right, I'm back.
There he is. He's back.
I know you guys in the chat could hear me, but they couldn't hear me in the StreamYard. I don't know what happened. I just got kicked out. I didn't click anything. It's weird. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, weed.
I love that the subject matter of this of your YouTube goes from one extreme to the damn other in conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what the Midday show is about.
That's right.
Yeah, because
it's a lot about nothing and everything.
Yeah.
It's like Seinfeld.
Yeah. Battle Angel, what's up, Battle Angel? She had to take her car in today. Y'all know but she might be the most unlucky person ever. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I saw the damage on her car.
First of all, a couple years ago, before her and Lou moved into this house together, she was living in a place with her kids, and her air conditioning goes out. She's renting. It took them like a fucking 6 months to fix her air conditioning. Like, she went the entire summer without air conditioning. And then she gets hit by, it's one thing to get in an accident or get hit by somebody. She gets hit by somebody with no insurance or license.
Wow.
Over a year that her AC didn't work. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think it's
we
illegal
wish you
too.
the best, BA. That's just bad. And hopefully the damage on your car, as you said, maybe just cosmetic. But, it looks like they're going to have to take a few panels off there, what I saw, as far as damage goes.
Yeah. Did they give you an estimate on how long it's going to take them to repair that yet? Based on what I saw, from the pictures that she showed, I don't think it should take more than a week or two. But you never know. I mean, shit, Lou's car was in the shop for like 2 months, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was about to say, if they go back to that same shop, it may be next year before she sees it again.
Yeah.
But I think Lou's car sustained more damage. So.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Lou's car took a lot of damage.
Yeah, he says that they tried to screw her on the rental car. Good thing that he was there. Did you have to give him the business, Lou? First of all, what do you mean by try to screw her on the rental car? Like give her like a fucking Fiesta or something?
Wow.
A Ford Fiesta?
He said he showed his ass. Okay.
Somehow that's not hard to believe at all. Here he is. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we know from past experience that these body shops around here are taking forever. And they even told us when we called, they're like, look, we're so backed up. They came and got our car today. They're like, it's going to be a week before we can even get anybody to look at it. So we know it's going to be a while. So we got to get a rental car. Well, we have rental coverage through the car insurance, but it's an 80-20 split, which is fine but you could have that rental car for 2 months, so it adds up quick. So anyway, we're calling around, and all she needs is a little car anyway. She don't need a big car. So we're calling around. We're calling Enterprise. They're like, yeah, we got a Toyota Corolla. Come down here and get it. It's whatever dollars a week. Your insurance company pays this amount, you pay that amount. All right, we'll be there. We're on the way. We get there. Oh, all we have is a oversized SUV. No. And I went through the whole thing.
Yeah, and so the SUV costs more, and it costs more for gas. Yeah.
Of course. They're like, oh, it's only $30 more per week. I said, yeah, but we could be driving this thing for 2 months, lady. I said, besides, that's not the point. This is bait and switch. Y'all tell us to come down here and get this car for X amount of dollars. We show up, and all you have is this one that's twice as much. Bullshit. And she was like, well, somebody just left with the car, y'all. I said, nobody didn't just leave nothing with the car. I said, we called less than 30 minutes. We literally called. You said you had it, and we got in the car and came down here. Anyway, the manager heard me yelling. He comes out, and then he's like, we have I don't even remember the name of the car now. Just give them that. And I'm like, why didn't the lady tell me?
Yeah, why? Yeah.
Right.
The lady's like, all we have is one SUV. That's all we have. So I said, no. And the manager came. So anyway, we ended up getting what we went down there to get. But you had to make a scene to get it. They just try to upsell you. I ain't trying to be upsold, lady. We might have to drive this thing for 2 months. What are you talking about? All you have is an SUV.
A Chevy
and then-
Spirit.
and then-
The fuck
and
is
then,
that?
So we have to go through Enterprise because of the insurance part. So I'm like, well, there's 9 Enterprise places in Augusta. Does any of the other Enterprises have the car we need? This is before the manager came out. She was like, I don't know, but here's the list of all their phone numbers. I'm like, well, can't you look it up? And she's like, no, you got to call them. I said, and then what? They're going to tell us we have it. We get there, and they're going to do the same dumb shit you're doing. Anyway, then the manager came out, and we got it handled, no problem. But that's how they try to get you.
Bait and switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's how they try to get you. Yeah. You know,
Used to
it's
be-
like $25 a day or something for it was a Toyota Corolla. It's like $25 a day, I think, or something. And we only have to pay 20% of that, which is like $4 or $5 a day. But then you get down there and all they have is an SUV for $50 a day. No.
Chevy. She says it's a Chevy Spark. Is that? I thought a Chevy Spark was an electric car. Maybe it's a hybrid. I don't know.
Might be a hybrid. As soon as they said they had whatever car, I left because I had done made a fool of myself down there.
Get out of town.
Yeah, I left right away.
Well, your work there was done, so.
Yeah. But the good thing I went in, they were going to send her out the door with an SUV or nothing at all, knowing they had another car there. I was like, oh, what a miracle. You just happened to find this one.
You can't let no Chinese lady drive a big car like that anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I told her. I said, you need the smallest thing they have anyway.
Fucking go-kart.
Yeah. So yeah, I tried to get over on her. But yeah, so they came and towed the car out of the house earlier today. Her other car.
Well,
Now we just wait. I have to yell at the body shop every 2 weeks for the next 60 days.
well, good luck with that. When are you going to Vegas?
Monday. Next Monday.
Next Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was today. I don't know why I thought that.
One more week.
No. I almost joined you, but it didn't. It ended up not working.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's not in the budget.
Yeah.
Because we got the Colby bachelor party in the first week of August. We're going to Myrtle Beach for 3 days, and this month.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, during Hogfest. So.
Yeah, I ain't spending a bunch of money out there either. I'm going to spend all day at the pool every day.
At the Flamingo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gamble at night. And I'm not going to no fucking $100 dinners by myself, so I'll save money on food too.
Yeah.
Just eat. I am going to eat that. I'm not going to lie, man. That Carlos and Charlie's at the Flamingo.
I love that place.
That's the favorite restaurant I've been to. And I know I've only been to Vegas twice and been to 4 or 5 restaurants. It's not like I've been to a bunch of them, but that's my favorite place.
Yeah, the food is amazing there. Well, everybody likes Mexican food, I think, but it's exceptionally good for Mexican food. My only problem with it, and it's not Carlos and Charlie's problem, it's a Vegas problem, is that like everywhere else in the country, Mexican food is cheap as fuck. Not there though.
Well,
it's like
it's not cheap, but it's cheaper than almost anything else out there.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But
I mean, it'll cost you $30-$40 to eat there.
Right, instead of 20.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, but
And they do have the it's not an all-day happy hour, but it's like 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock or so. Like it's a long happy hour with 2-for-1 drinks.
Yeah, I like that place too. They got all those TVs in there too, so you can watch your team lose and you can watch yourself lose money. It's good.
Yeah.
Lou, there's a combined Mexican Chinese restaurant in the Cosmopolitan.
oh, what?
So,
Mexican Chinese, Jesus Christ, they've run out of ideas now.
Chinese.
something like that.
Is that the same thing as Mexican sushi?
You can order, a poo-poo platter, or you can order some tacos. It's really, really weird.
Yeah.
Or you can order a combination of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't they call that like
We'll try that in January. I'm not going anywhere. It's 115 degrees out there. I might not leave the Flamingo.
You'll walk over to Caesars, I know you.
Well, I might walk across the street to Caesars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might do that.
Did I already book the Vegas? Did we already book the Vegas trip next year in January?
No.
We did come up with a date though, wasn't it January 20th or 25th or something like that? I forget the exact date.
Something like the national title game, I think, is on the 20th this year.
Yeah.
So I think the Vegas trip which is on a Monday. So I think the Vegas trip might have been the Monday after that. I can't remember. You got to look up the date of the national championship game, and it's
the week
Vegas
after.
Trip starts the Monday after that.
Okay, let me do that actually, because I got to be back by the 2nd of February, because it's my wedding anniversary, and believe me.
Yeah, I know.
Me being in Vegas during my wedding anniversary, that ain't happening.
Somebody in the chat might know the date of that national title game. And then that's, of course, on a Monday. So the Vegas trip was going to start the Monday after that.
All right, so it looks like the national championship is on the 20th.
Yeah.
So the week after that would be the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. That's Monday through Thursday. So I could be back in time then. All right, that'll work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured the national title game is on Monday. We need to stick around a few days after that to talk about it or whatever before. Like, I wouldn't want to leave the day after the national title game. You know, I'd want to make some videos or something.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to do that either. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and book my room at the at Planet Hollywood. That's where I want to stay.
All right. Is that where we're staying?
I mean, it's a Caesar's property, and that's you know, I don't think I get a free room at Caesar's Palace, so.
Yeah.
And I'm not staying at those other two shitty ones that are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds good to me.
Who you betting on today?
Why is there only 3 games? That just seems weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the first time all season that's happened.
Yeah. And then, you know, we got, I think, 3 days with no games because the All-Star break is coming up.
When's that?
So there's like, I think it's like a week or so away, but like, I think there's like there's no games the day or two before. Then you have the All-Star game, and then like no games the day or two after or something. But I like the Mets and the Brewers to win. I haven't bet that Astros game, but is it the Astros?
Yes, the Astros.
The early game. I haven't bet that one, but I like the over. If I bet that one, it'll be the over.
Well, the over-under is high because it's in Colorado. The over is 11.5.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's high.
That's where that scares me a little bit, but.
Yeah. I probably just won't bet it then. Probably just stick to the other two.
I'll take the Brewers.
Yeah, the Brewers is my favorite bet of the day. I like them -1.5. And on the money line. Whenever I bet -1.5, I also bet the money line in case they only win by 1.
Can you
break even?
I'm assuming you can buy it down just like you can in any other sport, right? Or no?
The money line?
Yeah. No. The spread. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, you can buy it down to 1 so that you push if they win by 1.
I don't know if that's worth it or not. I just bet the money line. I'm too scared to bet the spread in them major league games.
I had 2 different parlays yesterday with the Dodgers on them. I had a 2-bet parlay and a 3-bet parlay. I won every bet but the Dodgers. Cost me $400. Each parlay was worth $200.
Yeah. Well, I had a roller coaster of a week. Literally, every other day, I'll be up, and then the next day I'll be down. The next day I'll be up. They just went back and forth.
Yeah.
Ended up having to pay the bookie a little bit, which sucked. But
in Belgium play at noon.
Who?
France and Belgium. I might take France to win.
France and Belgium
game. So,
Frothy Timer says Pete's betting on Uruguay. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I don't know. Who's favored?
Uruguay's a big favorite.
Oh, well then fuck it. You might be right, but then I have to bet against the United States.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet the game. The United States is like +170.
They're going to
Uruguay, I think it's like +2 or -200 or something. I'm not betting it.
The United States is fucking terrible, right?
Yeah, they lost to Panama, man. I don't know how they did that. And Uruguay is pretty good.
Hey, but we beat Bolivia, so
Bolivia.
yeah.
Who's the best team? I don't know shit about soccer. Who's the best team?
Well, in the tournament that the United States is in, Argentina's the best team.
Oh,
They won the World Cup last time.
okay.
In the European tournament that's going on, I think Spain and Germany are the favorites, but they play in the next round. So.
Is England playing in it too?
Yeah, they're dog shit.
Are they?
They almost lost to Georgia, not the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
but
the
like
country.
the former Soviet Republic.
Georgia's not up.
England scored a goal in overtime, basically to win the game.
I mean, Georgia's not even in Europe, so.
Georgia.
Well, they played the European League, so.
Are they not in Europe? Isn't that an Eastern European country?
Well,
is he
I think
trying
it's connected to Europe and the Middle East.
Well,
Middle East, it's like north of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's technically in Asia, but yeah.
Yeah, one of you globetards, pull out your globe and find it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming Vic knows what he's talking about. He says it's in Asia. I believe him. England,
Geography, a mystery.
England played Slovakia, he said.
I don't know.
Who played Georgia then? Oh, Spain played Georgia. That's right. Yeah, England barely beat Slovakia. Spain played Georgia.
Is Georgia in Europe?
Are these games all being played in the United States?
The European tournament is in Germany.
Oh.
The Copa America tournament is in the United States.
See.
It's two different tournaments.
Okay. That's the thing about
one
soccer.
For European countries and one for the Americas.
We got so many different fucking leagues. Like even when that day that I got shamed into betting on Argentina, and the time before that when I got shamed into betting on the United States last week. Yeah. I go on the betting app to try to find these games. I can't fucking find them. It's like you click soccer and there's like 18,000 different fucking leagues to pick from, and then they all got weird names and shit. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I sent a screenshot of the chat and I'm like, is this Argentina? And he Lou's like, fuck, does that say Argentina on there? No. I don't even know what I was
like. It was all in like Argentinian. Yeah. It wasn't even English. And I'm like, no, that's not it.
That's why I thought it might be there, because it wasn't English.
I think you clicked on an Argentinian soccer league.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. I found it. It says that Georgia is a transcontinental country in Eastern Europe and West Asia.
Yeah.
So both, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's bicontinental?
Yeah, I guess.
It's non-binary.
Yeah.
Just like Russia. Russia's in both places too.
Gets north of Turkey, so yeah.
Pete, do y'all have anywhere y'all go swimming in the summertime? Or y'all just out of luck like I am?
No, so there's a, well, it's kind of hard to explain. The subdivision in the greater neighborhood that we live in is the only subdivision in this neighborhood that doesn't have a pool. But Mrs. Peete has a friend, and Repeat has a friend. And so they have a pool in their neighborhood, and they bring us over there. I haven't gone to it, but they go to it all the time. So
okay, yeah. When I was living before and had that pool, I feel like I never went there. But now I don't have one, and I'm like, I would go to the pool right now.
Yeah,
I took it for granted when I had it. Now I don't have one. I'm missing it.
Yes, I have to pay HOA fees. The selling point when they were building this subdivision that I live in is they're like, yeah, you don't have a pool like every other neighborhood does, but your fees are less because of that. Now, that was a fucking lie, because once the their subdivision got done being constructed and all the houses were being lived in, they jacked the fucking fees up immediately. Yeah. So now we're paying the same fees as everybody else, but we ain't got no goddamn pool. So yeah.
Mrs. Peete probably thinks that's bullshit.
She definitely thinks that's bullshit.
Yeah, all we got is a trail down to the river.
I actually prefer the beach more, but going to the beach is obviously a much bigger pain in the ass than going to a pool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys, I got to prep for a meeting at noon. Pete, it's great seeing you Friday. You guys take care.
All right, see you later, Scott.
Yeah, man.
But if I had a pool to jump into today, I'd do it. That's for sure.
It's hot. It's been so. The real temperature here has been over 100 degrees almost every day for a week. Like the actual, not just the heat index, like the actual temperature has been like 101, 102. It's brutal.
Yeah, it's been the same here.
My weeds won't even grow.
You didn't get rain yet? We got a bunch on Friday, and today we're supposed to have flooding here.
We got a thunderstorm came through here last night about 30 minutes. Now it poured during that 30 minutes, but that's the only 30 minutes of rain we've had in about 2 weeks.
They're saying,
which is weird because we normally get like the 50% chance of afternoon thunderstorm deal every day. So like at least 2 or 3 days a week it'll actually happen. But it's been a couple of weeks with nothing.
Yeah, it's same. Yeah, it rained a little bit on Saturday and a little bit on Sunday. So
we're supposed to get over 3 inches today of rain.
2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's more than we've had in the past 2 months combined, probably. I know the jackpot. I don't know if it's supposed to rain up there too, where he lives. He says, I requested a lower HOA fee because we don't use the pool, but it was denied. Yeah, they don't give a shit if you use it or not.
Well, yeah, it's
Is Pete Cantori going to let us know if any babies float away during this flood?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, Pete Cantori might be making another appearance here soon. Did you see that the hurricane that's already out there? It's a giant here. I don't think it's going to affect the East Coast. I think it's supposed to go into the Gulf, but well, yesterday it was a strong Category 4. It might be a 5 by now.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, Pete Cantori's on standby.
Global warming.
No, but it's not supposed to go to the East Coast. So. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to run, see if I can figure out a way to waste some money on this France game at noon.
All right, man.
Talk to y'all later.
Later.
Okay, bye, Lou.
Isn't he streaming the soccer game tonight? I think he is. We're not doing the lunch money show. I think he's streaming. Well, I guess it's the Uruguay USA game.
Patreon stream.
Patreon,
Yeah.
right.
Doing a Patreon. That's right.
Had grapefruit size hail early Saturday morning. What?
Global warming.
Josh Pate. Oh, I saw a video from Josh Pate this morning. It was pretty. It was actually pretty interesting. Somebody posted it on Twitter. I guess he posted it on Twitter. Comparing Texas to Oklahoma in like the past 15 or 20 years or whatever it is, including just the last few seasons, because everybody has this idea that Texas is just so far ahead of Oklahoma right now, and he broke down all the stats and basically that it's not true.
Not really. Yeah. Oklahoma has more wins against Texas.
Oh, they're 11-4 against Texas in the last 15 matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, now, see, I haven't seen that. I saw
Oklahoma's owned Texas recently.
there's a lot of people are thinking Texas is going to be better than Oklahoma this year. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the point of the segment he did was like all the people telling him how far ahead Texas is of Oklahoma right now, and he pulled up pretty much every measurement that you could use. I mean, from recruiting to wins to conference titles to like every metric, and they're about Oklahoma's beating them in almost all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Texas has only had like 2 good seasons in the last 10 years. So I mean,
Now I do think that Texas is going to be good this year. How good? I don't know. I mean, first year in the SEC. They've got a pretty rough schedule too, don't they?
no.
No?
Really.
No,
And their toughest games are in Texas.
Oh, really?
it's pretty easy outside of Georgia. Yeah.
Where's that game at? The Georgia one?
Oh, it's in
Texas.
It's in Austin.
Boy, I would love for Clemson to play. That's one place I would definitely travel a long way to go see a game. In Austin. And not just because of Texas, but mainly because it kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Get to visit Austin and go to a game.
See, I think I would like to go anywhere in Texas but Austin.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I drove through Texas in 2012 or something. I think we went down to San Antonio. It was pretty good.
I think it's because Slim thinks it's too liberal there, but I mean, there's a lot to do there. First of all, you got the university.
It's got nothing to.
Huh?
So it's got nothing to do with that.
Well, then what does it have to do with
His brother just left there. He was talking about what a shithole it is.
Really? I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah, also the state capital.
Yeah, he just left it. He just sold his house there and got the hell out of Dodge.
Huh. I don't know. I mean, I've only heard good things about the place as far as the music scene, the food, now the comedy scene with all those California comics that fucking fled California and moved there. Oh. Zona says Austin ain't that great. Okay, well, damn, that's 2 people now that I've heard say that. The first 2 people I've ever heard say that.
There you go.
I don't know if Austin
I
is
don't know.
not good.
And you don't get any more reputable characters than me and Zona Man.
Well,
No.
well, we went to San Antonio last year. Remember that? I wasn't impressed at all. I mean, the Alamo was cool, but the biggest attraction in San Antonio was the Riverwalk, and it was all right. I mean,
Right, yeah.
it was not that great.
Nah. Not really.
Oh, you've been there too, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we went to the Riverwalk. We went to the Alamo. Yeah.
What else did you?
Remember the Alamo?
Did you go to the? I forget what it's called now. It's kind of like
We went to the Alamo.
the same thing as the Space Needle in Seattle, except it's not the Space Needle. It's called something else.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't go there. But
Went
Yeah.
to the, was it Texas Rangers museum or something? Something like that.
Texas Rangers Museum. I didn't even know that was there.
there's play in San Antonio.
But
I'm not even sure if that constitutes a river in San Antonio. It's more of a dirty creek.
that's exactly what it is.
I think it's more like a canal, but yeah,
Like a canal.
yeah.
I don't know. I thought San Antonio was kind of a dump myself. It wasn't that nice.
It's a man-made river.
Yeah. Yeah, it's concrete, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
kind of
apparently they didn't learn their lessons from the LA River.
it's kind of like the LA River, but I mean you can hardly call that a river. I mean,
Well, the LA River is like a really shitty man-made slide for water.
yeah.
I don't know how many people have fallen into that canal or whatever, the river or whatever they want to call it, but the sidewalk isn't that wide.
No, it's
And
not that right.
there's nothing stopping you from falling in. I mean, there's no rail, nothing. And it's all it is bars and restaurants. And at nighttime it gets crowded. How many drunk people do you think have just stumbled into that fucking river?
A lot. Yeah.
A lot, yeah. I almost did it, and I wasn't even drunk.
Yeah, they take the Ivan Drago approach to it.
Yeah.
If they die, they die.
Oh.
I mean, if you're stupid enough to fall in there, listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm all in favor of taking the warning signs off things and letting the world sort itself out.
Yeah. Yeah, but my point is, you don't really have to be stupid to fall in there. It'd be very easy to do so.
Right? Survival of the fittest.
You have to almost try not to.
The fittest will figure out a way not to fall in there. Like they'll not get that fucking close to it.
And then if you do fall in, I don't even know how you get out, because it's not like a pool with ladders on the side of the thing. There's a couple of docks where because they have those little tourist boats that you pay $10 on, and it'll take you up and down the river to wherever you want to go, I guess. I don't know, but I guess you could get up on.
$10, they'll save you from it.
Yeah. Needless to say, I won't be going back to San Antonio. So.
Now Dallas seems a little more happening than San Antonio.
Maybe. I mean, Dallas is huge.
Yeah.
I've never been through Dallas. I mean, I've been through Dallas in the airport, but I've never been in the city before. The airport's not even really in the city. Yeah, Fort Worth.
NASCAR race. We went and watched the NASCAR race in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I've been through Houston. I'll pass on that.
This year, we go to a different place every year. This year, we're going to Nashville. I've never been there.
Nashville's nice.
I've heard that, yeah.
When are y'all going to Nashville?
October.
I'll come over there and hang out with you.
All right. It's during the week.
Yeah, whatever.
It's like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that.
I'm gonna take some time off.
I mean, I can be in Nashville in like 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like Nashville's less than 200 miles from me.
Yeah, it's for Mrs. She has this work thing she has to do every year, this conferences she goes to. But she really only works one day, and then the other 2 days we just hang out. So
Nashville's cool.
Actually, it's a Sunday through Wednesday, I think. Anyway, she was looking to see if there was going to be a Titans game that Sunday that we get there, and I was like, yeah, I ain't really got no interest in it. I love football and everything, but I ain't really got no interest in going to a Titans game. I just don't.
They're not playing like Carolina Panthers, are they?
I don't know. I don't even know if they're playing or if they're away that week. But it's during the season, so. Oh yeah, maybe I can run into the Hawk Tua girl. She lives in Nashville.
Yes.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, I saw that. She, of course, showed up at
I've heard so many different ones now. I've heard Nashville. I've heard Norfolk, Virginia. I've heard somewhere in Mississippi.
No, that Hawk Tua video was in Nashville. And then last night she was up on stage at the Luke Bryan concert that was in Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, it ain't like she's got a job anymore.
I don't know. She walked out on the stage and just said Hawk Tua and walked off.
You gotta give him that Hawk Tua and spit on that thing.
I wonder if she gave the old Hawk Tua to Luke Bryan.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know if he's married or nothing. Maybe he's not.
Yeah, I don't know if he is or not.
That doesn't matter to a lot of people.
Yeah.
She made 20,000. Damn, she did. Well, good for her. If she were smart, she would trademark that saying,
Right.
so nobody else can go up print up Hawk Tua T-shirts and hats and shit and make money off of her.
Maybe get one of them stickers and put it on the back window of my wife's car. See how long it takes her to notice.
Yeah, so is Iowa gonna change their mascot to the Hawk Tuas?
I doubt it.
They probably should.
Yeah.
It'd make them more interesting.
What about Atlanta? What about the Atlanta Hawk Tours?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that one's much more likely. Out of those two options.
The Atlanta Hawk Tuas.
That makes more sense too. If you're a Falcons fan, you want to spit. So, so mad you want to spit.
Except for that's the NBA team, but yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna be like prancing her around every like is she gonna be at the like Super Bowl and shit? You know, oh look in the up in the suite with fucking Brittany Mahomes. It's the Hawk Tua girl.
Yes.
You know, Taylor Swift, the Hawk Tua girl, and Brittany Mahomes.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that'll be the Super Bowl show. Yeah, Taylor Swift featuring Hawk Tua girl.
And Miley Cyrus.
There's your Super Bowl show. Yeah.
That sounds like some bullshit they'd do for a halftime show.
K-Dog, what?
I got in the mail on Friday.
I haven't heard from you in a while. What have you been up to?
I got my diploma from UGA in the mail on Friday.
You got what?
My diploma from UGA on Friday.
Oh, you're officially a Bulldog graduate?
UGA alumni now.
Awesome.
So, that was great news. Surprising.
How long did it
So you're finally a UGA fan.
Oh yeah, he's a real fan now.
An official UGA fan? Yeah.
I guess you're
Finally a real UGA fan.
I'm a real UGA fan.
You're a real fan now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of us are just pretenders.
Now I gotta start looking for a new job now.
Yeah, the rest of us are fake fans.
Yeah. Now when people say, well, you probably didn't even go to UGA, you can go, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I do. I got a diploma to show it. You want to see it?
Yeah, do they check tickets or do they check diplomas? Yeah.
Oh, if you got a diploma, you don't have to have a ticket.
No, I think you still do. But, yeah.
You got to pay a bunch of money to get tickets.
What's your degree in, or diploma, or whatever you call it?
Accounting.
Accounting.
Yeah. And UGA is one of the top, probably in the top 10 accounting schools. So it was pretty hard to, yeah.
All right.
So what, are you going to start doing my taxes or something?
Yeah, you need some taxes done.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll call you to do my taxes.
And then Mrs. Cook was hoping that she could quit her job, but
No, she ain't quitting her damn job.
He said no real quick.
Yeah, there was no hesitation there.
Well, she's got two jobs. She's got a full-time job and she got a little part-time job too. So
Maybe she'll quit with just one of them then. Keep the other one.
yeah. And then what's funny, one of her former coworkers was telling her about another job. I'm like, how many jobs do he want you to work? You already got two.
Damn.
yeah, 2 is enough. Yeah.
But yeah, that part-time job she just does like once a week, so for like a few hours.
Oh. Well, we used to have to pay an accountant to do our business taxes, and it was expensive. So you definitely make some money doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle is an accountant too, so I guess it kind of runs in the family a little bit. But yeah, I gotta start posting or putting in resumes and stuff, I guess.
K-Dogs Tax Service.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Is who Jamaican? K-Dog's wife? No.
Is she Jamaican? My wife?
She's
she's
Icons
Filipino.
Jamaican.
She's Filipino.
she's one of them Chinese places.
Yeah, she's a bad Asian driver.
Old T2I is Jamaican. Hell, he was born there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they came here when he was a kid.
Yeah. I was gonna say because he doesn't have the Jamaican accent, really.
Oh, he can when he wants to.
Well, I'm sure he can turn it up a notch if he needs to.
Oh, he has a time or two. I don't even remember what they call the language, but he can still somewhat speak it.
The language with Jamaican. Isn't that what it's called?
I don't know.
Sure.
For some reason, I'm thinking it was called something else, but
Yeah, it probably is.
That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Bumbaclot? Y'all don't remember they had the Haymon skit on In Living Color. Oh yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, the Jamaican dude.
I remember, was it Fire Marshal Bill or Bob or whatever?
In Living Color was great.
Yeah. Then you got Homie the Clown.
Yeah, Homie the Clown, Fire Marshal Bill. Well, that was a hell of a show you had on Friday, Vic.
Yep.
Yeah. It was something else.
Yep.
What kind of trouble did you stir up Friday, Vic?
Do you mean the one last Friday or the one before? Because those were both great shows.
Yeah, I was talking about the last one you did.
Oh, Friday. Yeah. I had 10 people on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a full StreamYard. So
You got Raj to come back too, didn't you?
Raj had to come on.
Yeah, Rod showed up for a couple of minutes.
You mean to tell me you're not as cheap as everybody else, Vic, and you actually pay for your for the good StreamYard?
Yeah.
It's not. It's good. It's better than this one.
Well, I mean, yeah, lets you let more people on the.
Oh yeah, I don't want to do that.
StreamYard also get 10 people. It also takes down the StreamYard watermark, and it also gives you unlimited streaming hours.
You know what's amazing though, Vic?
What?
I have unlimited streaming too. And I don't know if you're watching YouTube right now, but do you see a StreamYard watermark anywhere on YouTube?
Yes, it says powered by. Oh, okay.
On YouTube.
Yes, but not on YouTube.
Right.
No.
Right. So I'm paying $0 for the same thing that you're paying. How much is it a month?
Is it 20, 25?
$20? You got to be shitting me.
Well, or you pay it for the whole year. That's what I do. I just pay it.
You get a little discount if you paid it for the whole year.
Probably, yeah. Oh no, OBS is free too. So.
What's that other streaming thing? Is it a Restream or something?
Yeah, Restream.
I don't know. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
I just don't like change. OBS works fine. I took the time whenever I first started using it to learn how to use it. So.
Yeah, I've been using OBS a little bit lately
To
too.
be fair, OBS works fine when it's working.
except when it doesn't.
I don't really have much problems with OBS. I mean, there has been times where it's crashed, but it's very infrequent.
Yeah, Lou has problems with OBS all the time.
Oh. Oh.
He's like a magnet to the problems, I guess. Every time there's a problem, he's doing a live stream.
Maybe OBS just updates in the mornings, and he just happens to be streaming.
No, see the way that OBS works is whenever they do an update, which is usually like once every couple of weeks, you have to manually do it. It doesn't do it. It doesn't just automatically update it.
You have to install.
At least mine doesn't. Yeah.
You have to click install update. Yeah, for it to update. Yeah.
Volusia's worth 3 spots. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't need more than 6, like including me. So me and 5. I don't need more than 5 people on at one time.
Yes.
No.
Well, I'll just let as many people that want to, be on, come on. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure people have a hard enough time understanding what's being said.
That's what I mean. It's even just having 4 or 5 people on I mean, sometimes it's not great. Yeah. Especially if you're the one running the show like me.
No. Yeah, no, now.
I'm about to say, especially when 3 of them are yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Slim to argue with today. There's no Volusia and Scott left, so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, we kind of, without me and Scott getting into it, I mean, before I came on that day, Pete kind of covered that, no, I wasn't lying to Scott, so.
Yeah, I don't really know if we ever solved that whole thing.
Well, I think it's like you said before I came on. It's more of he's trying to be an anal retentive prick and narrow shit down on something that was actually a pretty broad statement.
Yeah, I didn't say he's an anal retentive prick. You did.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that.
Okay, good.
No, I'm not giving you credit for what I say.
Okay, good. I don't want the credit.
What kind of prick?
Anal retentive.
Anal retentive. Okay.
Vic, you never heard that before? Anal retentive?
No.
Huh.
Learn something new every day there, Vic.
You've heard that when someone says they're anal, and I'm not talking about the site side. I'm talking about the word. Someone's being anal.
Right.
Yeah, we're talking about we're talking about anal as a noun, not a verb.
Yeah, right. But that's where that word comes from. Now you just learned something.
Yep.
That might be the first time I've ever taught Vic anything.
Yeah.
Because he knows everything.
Well, yeah. If anybody does, it's definitely Vic. I remember there were even a couple of questions in that year in the slobs with me and him tied in that trivia or whatever it was. There were a couple of them that he got that I would have got the wrong answer.
Yeah. Well. Speaking of that, I'm actually going to end the show early today. I feel like complete dog shit. So it's hard, it hurts just to talk. So
I think I'm ready to eat some lunch anyway.
All right. All right, man. Well, congratulations on your degree and whatnot.
Appreciate it.
All right. Talk to you later.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, gentlemen. Any last words?
Feeling better.
Yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Get
Go to the doctor.
Dogs. He says go get Rona tested. Yeah, I think I might actually have one of those home tests. I've never taken one before. If it involves me shoving something up my nose, I'm not going to do it.
You don't have to shove it all the way up, but yeah.
You don't?
I mean, you gotta kind of tickle your brain a little bit.
Tickle your brain.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to jam it way up there. I mean, yeah, just until as much as you can stand. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
Just until if you hit something and all of a sudden you have Tourette's, you went too far.
That's going to be hard to cause more damage to my brain than I've already done, so I should be all right. But, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming on. Have a good Monday.
All right, you too.
All right. Yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Appreciate you tuning in this Monday morning. Let's see, was it Tuesday? Yeah, no lunch money show tonight. So Tuesday, ACC show tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We got, what do we got left here? We started the predictions, the record predictions in the ACC last week. We started out with North Carolina and NC State. And tomorrow, I think we're going to try to knock out 3 teams if we can. SMU, Cal, and Stanford. So that ought to be fun. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your Monday.